My kid ran by my house on his dirt bike.
Hey guys, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Crypto Pride. Another live stream, another week down, another week in the books. Welcome the Greek, Odinato, New York Poodles, or is it blockchain Poodles now? What you want to be called, man?
We officially blockchain Poodles. I haven't figured out how to change it up in here yet.
Oh, when you go, yes, that's easy. When you sign in, just change your name to blockchain Poodles. Poodles changed his name, guys, to blockchain Poodles.
Let me see if I can fix that. I'll be back. I'll be quick. I'm gonna fix it.
All right.
Straight up the chain.
Hey Kevin, how you doing, man? How you been?
Doing great, guys. How are you?
Long time no see, man. What you been up to?
I know I've been like off for a week, so I got to get back on it. Just been hanging out, chilling.
Give us some motivational. Give us a motivational speech or something.
I mean, price is pretty good.
To some people, huh?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah,
it's been. I don't know if it's been more quiet for everybody. It's just been more quiet in my world, but
yeah,
things are looking good.
How you doing, Curtius?
Good. It's good to see we're on that. I don't pay attention to price too much, or not try to keep it on my mind. But whenever I hop on, it's good to see that we're holding that floor for now. So it's good to see we're creeping up.
Right. And how you doing, blockchain Poodles?
Are you on mute, brother?
You're on mute.
I'm good. I'm sorry. I'm good, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, I'm positive. I'm focused. I'm ready for whatever it is that we got coming next. There's so much going on, you know.
Yeah. So why'd you change your name?
I don't know. It was a great suggestion of the one and only, the Greek DeFi guru.
Okay.
You said you wanted to.
I thought it worked.
You said you wanted to switch your name into blockchain. I'm like, no, Poodles is your staple. Blockchain Poodles. There you go.
Facts. That's a fact.
How you doing, Nathan? Welcome, man.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for having me.
How you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, man. I've, the nodes got done and nobody needed me anymore, you know? So
that's not true.
I still need you.
Oh, we need you. We need you bad. The Greek has no.
It will happen, yeah. After sacrifice, after we do Dubai and then we do sacrifice, then guess what happens next? A lot of nodes. Let's set up those nodes. So doing good. How's everyone doing?
So you got any node info for us?
Not much. I got another video I'm going to drop. I'm thinking that this one's about maybe running nodes from home and maybe at the start at least. Well, let me say giving some other people options about if they did want to run their node from home, and then also maybe thinking about testnet as well, right? Like maybe some people might want to just run their nodes from home during testnet, save a bit of money, and then see how that goes, and then you can totally do that. And then when we go to mainnet, then you move to the cloud, or we'll keep it running, or do whatever you want to do, and that will definitely be possible.
Now, if you run a node from home, you have to keep your computer on 24/7, right? You're not allowed to turn your computer off at all, right?
Yeah. I mean, you'd ideally want a dedicated machine for it to do that. So, right, you wouldn't want to have it with a work machine or something like that. So you'd need something dedicated. But it gets a little tricky with, Windows and, if you're doing that. So as I said, I got a video coming for that and how to do it all, how to set it all up and, go walk through it. So let's see.
And Contabo is still the cheapest one, right, for the light nodes and for the full nodes?
Yeah, it is the cheapest. Yeah, the best of the cheapest. Let me say that. That's my pick. But yeah, I think I don't know whether you've all seen, but there's actually a cheaper option than I think I got to like $29 per month, and due to our community like looking into this even deeper, someone looked at another configuration that gives us what we need. It was like $17 a month.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so it's like $17.90 or something. I don't know, it's $18, but yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Which one are you going with?
I have to say that I haven't fully decided yet, but I'm leaning towards still like Azure or AWS, and I think Azure is probably my flavor right now, just because, let's say, I know it pretty well. So yeah, I'd probably still go with that. But you can switch this stuff out. Like you can, as I said, you can do home nodes through testnet, and then go, okay, well, I'll now migrate it to the cloud during testnet or just before mainnet, or even if you deploy at home for mainnet or a cloud provider, you can switch it out. And what that would consist of is running whatever exists today, say that was AWS, and then you would have to build something in parallel and get it to the point where it's just about ready to cut over. So you'd have them running in parallel, and then you'd shut down your old one and then start up your new one. So that would be it. So it wouldn't be a migration of everything. It would just be a running in parallel, but one is not started and one's just about to be started. So that wouldn't be too difficult. And I'll run through that as well. But yeah, to answer your question, I still think Azure is for me.
Mountain Delight became a YouTube member. Greek, how many members you got?
I lost 60 members last week.
You lost 60?
Yeah. So I'm at 75 now.
Wow, I'm coming up. I'm catching up. Greek, I got 58. Well, 59 now, thanks to Mountain Delight. 59 members.
Nice.
I'm on Greek's Trails, guys. So let's get it up. And if you're a member, guys, let me put this out here. Membership perks for me kick in when I come back from Dubai. Actually, before I go to Dubai, membership perks are kicking in.
What are the perks?
You guys know.
What are the perks? I'm a member. I want to know what I get.
Yeah,
I got some good perks, man. I got some good perks. I can't tell. You actually are a member, so I gotta tell you. Yeah, perks are kicking in. I give you a hint. A hint. One of the perks is this is just one of the perks. I got 59 members. I'm gonna do a. No, you're not supposed to do raffles, but I'm gonna do a raffle anyway. I'm gonna pick a member, maybe a couple members, and I'm gonna bring y'all guys a gift from Dubai. And I'm gonna raffle it off.
That's creative. That's pretty cool.
That's
the
pretty
first
cool.
perk.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the first perk. So you're gonna get a gift from me. A couple members are gonna get a gift from me from Dubai.
Can
It's
we
gonna be
get
a napkin from the
Brian's
yacht.
glasses?
Hey, you never know. It could be a cup from the yacht. Like from the yacht. Who knows?
A camel.
It could be a camel. Who knows?
Brian's necklace, right? The new necklace.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Or his
Isn't that it?
glasses?
you never know. You gotta become a member. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna have its, like American Express. Membership's gonna have its privileges.
This is probably why I lost 60 members, because all I offer is more Greek.
Yeah.
They're just like,
Yeah. Let's see. We got Ian Bender in the house as usual. We need to come up with a screen name for Kevin and Nathan.
I gotta check the chat again. Greek's supposed to
Yeah.
figure it out for me.
Greek, yeah. Greek's on top of Nathan's name, but not Kevin. I got to think of something.
You gotta come up with something.
Super chat from Kevin. Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Kevin is a book nerd.
Let's go to the top now. And Odie's here to keep an eye on the Greek. Okay. Hey, Greek, what's going on, man? Maybe I got a couple ladies in here keeping an eye on you too, Greek.
I don't know.
You were courteous.
I've been in that worldwide dating channel, and Curtheus has been absent, so it's been nice. So
Nice.
thank you, Curtheus, for staying away.
Absolutely.
Ian Bender, let's FG at Safuu X Army. Subscribe to everyone's channel and smash that like button. That is right. Oh, we got the legendary Eds popping in. What's going on, buddy? What you got in the cup, man? What you got in the cup?
Oh, just water. Just water.
I thought it was vodka.
Oh, it's too early for that, man. Right now for me, anyway.
Hey,
Just
man,
got off work.
this is rebase and chill, man. Come on, you gotta put something in there, man. Come on.
Hey, I will during the break, maybe. How about that?
All right, commercial break. We got you. You're gonna put something different in that cup.
There you go, man.
Me too. I might go break out some moonshine. Anybody ever try moonshine?
Yeah, one time. It's back in the 80s in college. A big party was happening, and my friends were over in the corner, and they were saying, hey, they're laughing at, what's going on over here? And I said, here, try this. and I touched my tongue to it. My whole face went.
Yeah.
Oh
said-
gosh.
I said no thanks.
We got this place up here actually in Tennessee called Old Smoky. If you guys ever heard of that, Tennessee.
Is that in Chattanooga?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Man, they got some nice moonshine, man. They got different flavors and everything. And they got this kind, it's called White Lightning, like you talking about. As soon as you taste it, it's like 120 proof, something crazy proof, man. It's crazy. But I like a kind called Mountain Java. It tastes just like coffee.
But by the way, it's legal now. So
Yes. Yes, it is. A lot of things are legal now. Ian Bidner, where is my Axl Rose at? Go Pack, go.
What's up, Ian?
Greek DeFi Guru Bears. Man,
Bears.
AKA Notorious One. I always feel weird going live without one. Brother, haha.
I have a node question.
Go ahead. Shoot.
Oh yeah.
All right, so when your node is rebasing, and is it like your Safuu tokens that you have in your wallet that are rebasing, when we switch them over to Safuu X and those Safuu X tokens start rebasing, your node that's rebasing they're all going to show up together as SFX in your wallet, like your node rebasing and your rebasing SFX tokens.
I guess it depends
Together.
if they're on the same. I guess it depends if they're in the same wallet.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So if your node exists on the same wallet as, or you're rebasing, SFX tokens, then yeah, they should all be together. But if they're on
It's just
separate
gonna be
wallets,
crazy watching your Safuu tokens rebase like more than they're supposed to be rebasing. I'm just, there's a lot of my fires coming from this.
yeah, but that's an interesting question because so I personally have it on separate wallets because I want to manage that sort of, to see what the node's giving me in returns, because I remember that it was either Brian or the dev saying that they're going to create some DApp that you can go and see. You can put your address in and say this is what your node is giving out, on a monthly or weekly or quarterly basis. All right, so having your node on a separate wallet, should allow you to do that, I assume, because how else, if they're all on the same wallet, like your SFX and then your node tokens at the rebasing, I don't know how they do that and distinguish between what was given from the node and what was, just rebased from the tokens you hold in your wallet. So that might be an idea, or food for thought for some, for some of us that got nodes to maybe put it on a different wallet to manage it better and sort of see that. So,
Or you can be like Greek, who's never going to sell. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I have every node on a different wallet. Well, my 5 light nodes in one wallet, my nodes in one wallet, and then my Safuu in one wallet.
Cool.
Can we talk about something else? I'm teasing. I'm just still sad.
I was thinking about like sort of, you see people trying to buy them and selling them, but maybe not selling them. I don't know, but maybe when we get into testnet might be a time where people are like trying to set this thing up and it's complicated and they're, I hope not. Maybe for the eds, maybe it might be good because you can buy one or look at, a few people want to buy them. But maybe that might be a time where some people may choose to, sell because it's a little too challenging, or they don't want to manage it. And it looks, so there may be, I don't know. From one side of me, I hope not, but another side, it may be the case where it gets a little complicated. So people say, well, I'll just take the Safuu or sell off for something else, some other token that they can, put into, maybe, that'll be too late for sacrifice, won't it? November. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, maybe that's the time when people might offload their nodes more than now.
But it's not, from the video I saw that you made, it's not that hard to pretty much set up, I would think. I know Elliot in the chat was like, it shouldn't take up like more than a day to set up. Is that true? It shouldn't take that long, right?
No, it shouldn't take that long to set it up. But I think for someone that just has no idea about anything to do with technology or specifically operating systems, Linux is quite challenging because there's no graphical user interface like a start button or like a command to run it or a desktop. So it's all command driven, and and then there's the cost factor as well, because one of the things I was also thinking is that I think the costs that have been sort of quoted now, I think that they should increase. And it's actually a positive thing, because as the blockchain gets larger in size, which is a great thing, you need more storage to hold that as a full node owner on the disk, and that's where a lot of the costs come from having to, let's say, rent that storage space. So as we start to increase in the size of the blockchain, which is a complete positive thing for Safuu, then the costs will go up. Whether it's going from 500 gig to a terabyte, and beyond. But I don't see that happening in the next maybe 6 months, maybe 12 months. I'll see that growing, that the costs increasing by maybe 20-30%, something like that. Wow. But even if you look at Binance today, some of those nodes, I mean, they're expensive. I mean, they're running on serious dedicated machines that literally spit fire. I mean, they're and I think they're like looking at $1,000 a month. But again, if some of them are, but if you're up there, you're making money. So so it's a good thing if we start having to spend more money per month on nodes, because things are growing and things are going well, and we just need more power to run these things because they're generating a ton of hopefully revenue. So
how do you think that's going to progress? Do you think that's going to be an announcement to node holders? Like is that going to be a requirement put on node holders, or is it going to be something that?
I think there's always going to be something from the Safuu team and developers that say these are the specs that we recommend. Like all chain owners that they do that, like Binance, Pulse do it as well so far. So it's going to be something that they need to do now as well, because I feel like the information and the requirements that we have now aren't very, that they could be polished. Let me put it that way. They could be polished to distinguish between full and light. But yeah, I think it's up to them to really, update us as we go along. But I think we'll be able to see that as our disks start to get fuller and fuller with the blockchain. So it'll be. I think the community will see it as well. But I think that the devs will be the ones responsible to tell us that information as well.
I would think also that they would actually kind of incorporate that in on the initial launch, wouldn't you think so? That they overestimated kind of?
Yeah, so they have to update what we have today in the white paper. I mean, they do. But again, I think we've got Dubai, SAC, and then as soon as SAC's done, then that is the next thing. It's all about nodes, right? It's all about getting that done, because that has to be done before testnet, and that's where you'll get a lot more information. We have to get more information about the specs and making sure that what they have there is correct and adding on it, and and also then the software that they need us to run and things like that. So there's going to be an update post SAC.
Welcome, Crypto Easy, man. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How's everybody doing?
Easy.
Hey, easy.
Good.
We got a full screen going on.
Crypto
You want to say
Easy,
anything?
man.
Yeah.
You want to say anything? You want to say anything in Spanish for our Spanish listeners?
Hola, ¿cómo está mi gente? Bienvenidos al canal. No, but
Nice.
I agree.
hold on.
Yep.
Before you guys continue on with y'all's conversation, Kevin, why don't you respond to me, bro? I've been trying to get in contact with you. Either send me a message on Twitter or Discord.
Where'd you send me a message on? I haven't seen anything.
On Twitter, because it's like
The
everything's
plot
like you have
thickens.
everything in private for some reason. I don't know. And did I send you a message on Discord? Maybe I haven't. But either
I
way,
haven't seen it on Discord, but I'm going to Twitter right now.
okay.
If I've got it.
And Ed, hey, nice to meet you, Mr. Eds. The Ed. The first time ever I remember speaking to him. So it's a pleasure, sir.
All the pleasure's mine.
Right.
And if you can, please send me a message too. I'm trying to. But yeah, sorry, you guys. Okay, y'all can continue with whatever y'all were talking about.
What you cooking up here? Easy.
Oh, you already know. You already know.
Hmm.
The Telegram, bro. The Telegram.
What is this? No.
Oh, I thought it was something else. Got me all
Gotta-
excited.
You got a
He's
nose
always
to
cooking up
sell?
something. Easy's always cooking up something.
Yeah, that is true.
And guys, if you got any questions for anybody on the panel, please put them in the comments below. If you got no questions or any type of questions you want to ask somebody specifically, please let us know. Okay. All right, let's go to some more comments. Haha, Greek. Love your broski. Hope you didn't get another flat tire down there in Bear Country.
No, I spent $400 today fixing it.
Odinato, haha, my day isn't the same where you don't wear your wig.
Mine either, Ian. Mine either.
You could bring that from Dubai.
Yeah, he
Pride.
looks too normal.
Bring what from the buy?
Odie's wig.
Oh, I can jack Odie's wig and put it up for sale, huh? Wrap it off.
Member,
Oh,
You need to go
membership
live
gift.
with it on.
Or maybe I cut some of the locks off of it and auction it off.
Full of Odie sweat. You sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Might go down in value.
I don't know.
All that.
Odie's like, where's my wig? What happened to my wig? What happened to my wig? It's missing. Nick shows up on the live. Oh god.
Are you guys excited? Like the countdown is so close. We're getting so near. This is so exciting. I'm so pumped. Like I just have so much excitement for the future of everyone who's involved. Like they don't really realize how like lucky we are to be in this early. Like people are like, "Oh, we're late. We're late." No, no one's late. Everyone's early. This is so great for everyone who's involved.
You're right.
True. Very
Absolutely.
Yeah. This is pre-sale too, but I think this is bigger than pre-sale.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, I've been studying crypto for probably 2-3 years, but even before that, when the bear market comes, I look back and go, I wish I would have bought during when the bull market comes, I always look back and say, I wish I would have bought during the bear market. And that's where we are right now. So some of these projects that I'm a big fan of, again, during the bull market, I look back at what price they were kind of at this time frame and how rich I could have been during that bull market. So yeah, the future, I'm excited too. I think that's a very good point that it only looks bright. Now is the time, not financial advice. Now is the time to buy for me.
What do you think the overall sentiment of the community is? Like, do you think it's up? Do you think it's
I think it's kind
kind of like this crew?
I think it's kind of in the middle. Like, you know, this is the first week we haven't had no crazy news really. You know, everybody's pretty much from being in Discord, everybody's pretty much happy the price is kind of stabilized. It's like
Less
a nice
FUD.
calm. There's like a nice calm going on right now, which is good.
Yeah.
Everybody's like in a accumulation phase, like you said, of starting to buy up more Safuu. So I think this trend is trending upwards now towards more positive. I don't know how everybody else feels about it.
Yeah, I totally agree on that because I think a lot of people, or at least for me, from what I was getting, a lot of people were kind of feeling some type of way since when the whole change now happened, and right after the change now thing happened, the price just started dropping, and it was kind of hard. You know, it was a hard pill to swallow. I will say that from talking to some of the other people that I spoke to in private message, but I think as of this moment, just like Crypto Pride just said, it's kind of calming down. I think everybody's just really starting to look forward now to the sacrifice day. You know, October is just around the corner, so I think that is the main thing everybody is starting to look forward to.
Right.
Yeah, I think Sacrifice Day is going to be fun for a lot of people because we'll actually know what we're getting with the sacrifice. Because right now it's like the one thing we don't know is what will price be on October 20th or whenever someone, maybe. The other cool thing is you can still, I didn't think about it until this last week. I was like, oh, I could still buy Safuu like November 1st and still sacrifice and get, depending on what price is doing. I'm obviously going to sacrifice like the second that it goes, to sacrifice, but there's still a lot of opportunities. I think people are wondering what conversion am I going to get on my current Safuu?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, I think that's a very good point. It's funny. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, what are we gonna? I would love to add more, and you don't see that message in Discord that much. It's like, hold it, don't forget. I think that's a good point to make in Discord and throughout, that we can still buy and still sacrifice
and get
add to our bag. Yeah. That's actually a great point.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that on my plan.
Is what, to buy more and to sacrifice it all?
Oh yeah. I want to. Yeah. And Kevin, again, kudos to you in your spreadsheet. I did a video just on your spreadsheet and help with my plan. I look at that all the time now. So I change it up. It's like, oh, this is fun. If the price is this, you made it so easy and you explained it very well. So again, I love that spreadsheet. Every night.
I'm glad it's helping. I use it all the time too. And that's honestly why I don't typically look at price, because I'm looking at the accumulation of Safuu. Right. But the one big number that we do need to see is, what is price going to be? And so when I started doing the numbers at like 40 cents and then price is at $1.20 or $1.24, and then you redo the numbers, you're like, it's just the law of relativity. It's like, dang, this is really good if you start comparing the numbers to what it could be lower. Even at lower numbers, it's still really, really good when you start looking at, well, everyone's different. Odie, I know your bag is pretty good, like regardless of price. And I think there's a number of people who have really good like numbers right now, even if numbers were really low. But once you start getting to April and May and June, really regardless of what Safuu you've started, because of the 2.09%, like once, if anyone is in Safuu right now and they're going to sacrifice and they're going to start, their bag is going to be ridiculous when it comes to fixed flex. Like that's, I think what more people need to see is when you're getting 0.01% or whatever, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I've played with it and started with, because you have different numbers you can put in. I put in $9, $20, 25 cents, $1, $5. And I even put colors on. Okay, first it's probably going to be this, and then maybe it's going to go down, and then it's going to go back up. Anyway, so you can play with that and getting really excited in different ways. Even like I said, down to 25 cents. So it's not a bad. Any way you look at it, it can't be bad.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll be quiet now.
Let's go to been there. Building Safuu X in a bear market is genius. Imagine all the additional rewards we shall reap when the bull market returns. Our time has come, peeps.
That's exactly. That's exactly like a video I just made was like 2 days ago or a day ago. It feels like the Safuu X will be coming out in a bear market, but it's only beneficial to us because we look at BNB, we look at other currencies that came out during a bear market, and then the bull run comes around, and it already had a price appreciation, and the bull run just skyrocketed that particular coin, to extreme, unimaginable prices. So just imagine Safuu X, and this is not taking into account, like I always say, Dubai is just around the corner. I hope you have fun, Pride. Anyways, so yeah, it's a good time to be in. It's a good time to accumulate. Obviously, not financial advice, but we look at the catalysts that are coming in the future, and I always say, how are you not bullish?
And what better country in the world to have the crypto expo in than somewhere called Dubai? Go there and please
Good one. Good one.
do buy Safuu
I've never
X.
thought of that.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
man.
I know that's probably. I'm not the first one to come
Is
up
that
with
gonna be
that.
a
but I had-
thumbnail?
Such a dad joke.
I
Yeah.
see a
I'm feeling
thumbnail.
that one.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a
I
bad
like
dad
it.
joke.
Oh,
I have.
God.
I'm loaded with them.
Buy before Dubai.
Right.
You should
I
see
think
my
that's
ninja,
wisdom.
my American
No.
Ninja Warrior dad jokes battle. It was really bad.
Right. Mountain Delight. Hi, Kevin. Nice to see
What's
you.
going on, Melon's Delight? How are you? Everybody on the chat, actually.
Ian Bittner. Kevin is a book nerd. Is there something we can tie into that? Haha. You're trying
I
to
gave
think of
him
a
an
name,
answer
Kevin.
already.
Greek, you got to come up with something.
I did. You're behind
What?
here.
I am. I'm trying to catch
Oh,
up.
maybe I
What
didn't
60?
see it.
I found them for you, Greek. No one leaves the Greek. Hi everyone. Yay. A live tonight. Kevin can be resort mindsets. Okay. Inspire life. That's cool.
We're trying to make nicknames for you guys.
Ian Bennett, you're watching the live with your cat, Samantha. LOL. What's he talking about? Use cutlery. Greek Alf free membership from Brian is almost expired. Uh-oh.
That's why I lost 60 members.
Oh, there you go. That's the
God.
catalyst.
Samantha, welcome, Samantha. I'm actually Ian. LOL. She says hi, and I shall crush you. All right. Book nerd. Oh, they I'm way behind. Nathan B. Thoughts on doing a cheaper cloud service, then bump up to AWS Azure for mainnet?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So with AWS and Azure, what you got to think of compared to Contabo is that AWS and Azure, for it to be a little cheaper, you've got to do the 1 year or the 3 year commit. Okay, so you're committing for that service for that period of time. With Contabo, they don't have that, so that's $17.90 is what it is, like month by month, and you can shut it down. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't see any problem. I don't see any reason why someone shouldn't go with Contabo. And as I was saying earlier in this call, is you can change this out. It shouldn't be that difficult to just run in parallel and shut one down and bring one up pretty quickly. So you can change this around. If one's not working for you, then you can switch it to the other. But again, remember that with AWS and Azure, you have that what they call a reservation for 1 year, and so you're committed for that. So keep that in mind.
Now, can you shut down a node and start another one when that kind of hurt the node? Kind of.
Well, you have to do that to migrate between a cloud service, and I mean, there's going to be times when these nodes have to be patched and updated anyway. So there has to be some downtime, but it won't be that much. Yeah, so there's always going to be downtime, and the migration between cloud services, you know, maybe I'll do something about that eventually, and how you do that once we get the software to really minimize that exact thing that you're talking about, Pride. But it shouldn't be too long. So the answer is yeah, you can do that, Biz.
Okay.
So they're like, so it sounds like they're like phone contracts. You're stuck on that plan for like however you purchase the plan that you are.
Yeah. So it's with Azure and AWS. If you can just go month by month, like, so, you know, like no contract, but the price increases quite a lot. That's the thing. So when I looked at this with, for example, AWS, it was around I think it was $96 per month, but you're committed for a year. And when I was doing my video, it was like, okay, well, if you're going to buy a node, you know, we want to run these for hopefully 10, 15 years, I don't know, 20 years. So a year didn't seem, you know, too out of stretch here. So, but yeah, so it was just that to make it cheaper, essentially, it was better to do that contract. That was the thing. It brought it down quite a bit. It brought it down by like around 30% on average. So does that make sense? Yeah. So
Yeah, it's just cheaper. The longer contract you do, it's just cheaper that way.
Yeah, you can do a 3-year, and that brings it down by like 45 or something on some of these. But then 3 years is quite a lot to sign up for when all of us on this call are really, know that this is going to be longer than that. But still, it's a risk, right?
And once you're in a contract, you can always like increase it if the node does require more I guess specifications.
You can scale it, I think is what you're saying. Yeah, you can definitely scale it. But again, that's what makes that Contabo provider pretty attractive. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's tempting because I did some performance testing in another video, and that was pretty even. It came out pretty impressive. Yeah. So it looks like a good one. That's $18 a month. So.
And that's at $18. That's for a full node or light node, or the same?
That's going to be the same. So at where we stand today, if you got a full node, that's going to be $18 per full node, or I think it was like we kind of worked it out to be 5. 5 is equivalent to 1, right? So if you had 1 full and 5 light, you run 2 separate. So it's 18, so $18 each. So.
And from what you're saying, it sounds like a good idea. You could go with Contabo because it sounds like it's a pretty darn good contender, right? And then you could do that month to month. And if you go, they suck, I want to go with AWS or Azure, right? Then you can then you at least don't have a commitment before you do that, as opposed to the other way around.
Really good point. Yeah. It is. I think I'm even going to run this from home through testnet just to see how it goes. There's also I guess for people that are listening and have a node, there's going to be some people that are going to start once they run this up, they're going to be like, okay, well, how do I get more out of this? How do I, strategize where, I'm going to get, okay, Daniel's not here. How are we going to get more rewards than Daniel's 2 nodes, right? So how are we going to do that? And so that's some of the things that I've been thinking about as well, like, deploying these virtual machines in particular regions in the world, because if you're from, say, I don't know, New Zealand or something like that, and you have a full node, like you don't have to deploy that in a New Zealand data center if they have them there, or Australia, but you can deploy that in North America. Is that an advantage? Probably. I think so. So some of those things that we'll start to think about where we can deploy them in better regions to potentially get more rewards and see what that looks like. But all to come. We have time.
Yeah. And if you're doing it at home, wouldn't you? I don't remember if you mentioned this earlier. APCs. You'd want to have You'd want to have a battery backup APC unit on not only your computer, and a very hefty one at that.
Yeah.
You'd want one on your router and your modem if they're separate.
Right.
I mean,
yeah.
Case in point, I have a pretty darn reliable cable internet provider that's huge in the United States, and I might lose service just ever so briefly, maybe for an hour or two, once or twice a year. It's almost never, but it does happen. And even with your power on, when the signal's not coming to your house, that's a concern that some folks, I suppose, would want to consider too. Even if you have everything in your house, battery backup, you got a generator outside that'll kick in automatically, and you got the whole schmear. If the signal stops coming for some reason, somebody cuts, they're digging down the street for potholes or whatever, and they hit the line, then you're going to be, I take it we'll end up getting penalized. At some point, we'll find out about what those will be when that information comes out, right?
Yeah. Mainnet's a no-brainer. I mean, let's put that in a service that has everything that you talked about there. They have high availability from cooling to electricity to everything. They have high availability on all those different breaking points. But yeah, through testnet, that's what I was thinking. Maybe I just run this from home. Maybe people that find it still challenging to fork out $18 a month, because that just doesn't fit in their budget for this, then maybe they can run it at home in testnet just an extra month. or not extra month, extra, from what, November through to January. They can save some months there just running it at home in testnet, seeing how things go, and then it gives them more time to save that cost that way. So, but yeah, testnet, fine, home, mainnet. We've already discussed this many times. Just put it in the cloud.
I didn't think about that. Running it at home for a while, like you said, on testnet, and then for sure, absolutely, of course, mainnet. Yeah. But
right,
that's cool.
Yeah. And as I said, I'm about to just dump a video on setting up what's called Hyper-V in Windows environment and VirtualBox on how to set that up at home for that exact thing. Running through testnet, or if still someone wants to set up their node at home because of a control thing or a security thing or whatever thing. So I'll do that soon, very soon.
For MacBook too, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mac. So true. Mac you can, but again, like if you have a Mac and you have that, you kind of still got to dedicate that Mac for the node, right? So, could you do some little browsing here and there and do some things? Sure. But, a MacBook, you still got to dedicate it for the entire node. So I don't know. I still think that just go with the Linux thing, run that up in the cloud, and that's what all other blockchains do. They don't use Mac, so it's very rare. So I hope that answers that. But
thank you.
All right, Jay Legend. No amount of money to get my node going will ever deter me from my full node running. Take money to make money. That's correct.
True.
Yep.
Hilarious.
Odie, did you get light nodes too?
Yeah, I got 5 lights and 2 fulls.
Oh,
Nice.
And then
Rich man over there.
I got lucky. Dang, I got lucky.
Yeah.
And so
No, I got lucky.
And then Greek helped me put them in each of the lights into a separate hardware wallet on my Keystone, so that
you're doing one in each. You didn't put all of them in one. You put
I put them all into separate wallets, hardware wallets, and so that they're separate for each of my 5 kids.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
I'm one of your kids, right?
Yeah, you are. Pertheus is one of my other kids. His twin, though, Pertheus, I'm sorry, but your twin brother ain't on the list. Unless you're the twin. If you're the evil twin, then you're going to have to whack the real Pertheus. I mean, I can only do one of you.
That's just too much good looking over there. We need to get rid of that twin magic they have going on.
I'll share for sure. No worries.
It was funny. Last night, I was on about 2 a.m. looking at my YouTube videos, and I saw Curtheus. I saw a video pop up for you. It said something about nodes. I opened it up and said, I've been out of Discord quite a bit lately with work and everything. And he started talking about buying nodes, and it's getting ready to happen soon. It's like, oh, crap. I didn't know this is happening. This is great. We can get nodes again. So I started watching about half, 3/4 of your video until I realized, I thought, okay, quit dreaming. But I'm sorry, I can't stay off the node thing. I just won't. I'll be quiet.
Hey, I remember way back when the announcement first came in about nodes, and I don't want to give anyone false hope here, but it did say depending on how well the blockchain does and how much more nodes we need, eventually, if it comes to, it's possible they'll add more nodes into it. So I'm crossing my fingers for that. Yeah, we'll see.
Imagine the price is going to be.
Oh yeah, but by then we'll have a lot of Safuu X saved up.
Yeah.
$1 million.
Sure they'll be more like.
They made a good point.
The prices are ridiculous already. It's not even for testnet.
There's going to be some people though that are going to be like, I don't want to set this thing up. Like they're going to get scared and they're going to kind of have a freak out moment. So I would just keep putting it out there on Discord. Hey, I want to buy a node.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing basically. Hey, question for you: how about if somebody has a node and they screw it up, like they don't keep it online or anything like that? What happens with that node?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you just you're not the one creating the blocks and getting the rewards from it, and you get kind of pushed aside. And I don't know whether they're going to have like in the light nodes some sort of algorithm that has like some sort of favoritism with the nodes that they pick. You know, because I know other blockchains sort of have that where they get
More
prioritized, that they're closer geographically and their network is always available, and they start to have more of a an order with the prioritization. So I assume that they would do the same sort of thing. So I think that to answer the question is you need to have these things up and running and managed in a good way and have them healthy and have them performing really well to get the rewards. But a lot of that, unfortunately, isn't exactly, we can't really answer that without, the software and things and it running and testnet and things like that. So,
but would they ever get kicked back to like, if they got, if they were green light and then it went to red light, would they ever get kicked back and say, this is now available to someone else who can run it? Or
right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're completely out of the system and that's it, game over. If you miss, you're offline. I don't think that's going to be the case. It won't be the case. But yeah, it just comes down to what I was saying, like whether there is some prioritization on more active and nodes that are easily pingable and things like that. The round trip for some sort of heartbeat, like are you there, is better, but it's going to be interesting. I just don't know how that is going to work. So
yeah, I would think that probably if somebody does screw up their node, one node to get more rewards than the rest of the pie be divvied up that way, I guess.
But I think, Kevin, it was what I was saying before is on that deployment, like geographically in the world, like I believe that's going to have a play factor here.
Okay.
And what that looks like, I don't know. Like, is it better to be in an area in like the southern hemisphere where there's potentially less nodes than in the northern hemisphere, or is it better to be in a region that has a lot more, or is it better to be closer to validators? It's hard to say.
Will there be like a scoreboard that we could look at our nodes and see like how they're performing up against other people? Okay.
Well, against other people, I'm not sure really about that, but I do remember the devs saying that there is sort of that individual lens on your node and how it's performing with rewards. Okay. So that was one of the things that kind of I heard, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool that I could, pump in my wallet and go, okay, this is what I'm getting. This is how many I've missed potentially, and then we can work on improving that. So
it'd be fun if they gamified the node to where like you could like buy it like endurance or something, or like strength, and then like you're like continually, I'm just playing like, but make a game out of it.
Yeah. Well, Sean's already got that spot, hasn't he? He's the number one first person that bought. He's got the.
Yeah, he never lets us forget it.
But he didn't get rewarded for it. He was gold listed.
I don't. Yeah, I just think I don't know. He's got the number one, so.
I was number 9.
Okay, let's see. Okay, competition.
How do we know which number node we got?
You have to be extra nerdy and go on BSC scan and actually go through the whole transaction history and see when your wallet got it.
It should come with a serial number, right?
Sean knows because there was only 35 of us or whatever it was, the gold list spot. So when Sean bought his, he saw his wallet address was the first one past the 5 that were given the nodes from the contest. So he was like, I'm number 1.
Gia Legend Courteous. Thanks, bro, for always being there. You rock. By the way, your name sounds like Courteous. Is it related somehow?
Yeah, I answered him. It's I was gonna go with same pronunciation, Courteous, EUS, but I decided to settle on making it similar to that word, courteous.
Detective works. Cool. A young Greek.
I don't see teeth.
Can you all do the Macarena at the end of the video to say goodbye? Maybe.
I don't even know how to do it.
My internet's gonna be faulty by that time. So
I can't do
Can
a
you put
Macarena
2
in a
full
tank top.
nodes in one wallet? I guess you.
Yeah, you can put as many. That I know. You just
Yeah.
don't. You just can't have more than one full node on a machine.
Cloud
from what I
service.
remember.
The server, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Samantha. Boss man Odie will be giving us free membership at his Odinato Ninja Gym.
Yeah. Free doll Safuu holders.
Cody, people want you. I mean, they want you to adopt him, Odie. Go have all that money.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yes, I was going
That's
to
the
make
one.
crazy. Okay. Taylor's my long lost half son. Where have you been? I've been looking for you. Yeah, he's been missing in action. My wife and I each have a full node. Can both run one virtual machine, or is it better to set up 2?
Yeah, John, 2. But yeah, you need 2 for full node. But also like Odinato, it's like I'm at least I practice that separate wallets for things like coins and tokens that I own. You know, I feel like just if you get hit and you have everything on one, then you get whacked out, right? You know, if you like if someone happened to get into your ledger or your treasure or whatever, then if you have everything on one, it would be a bad day. So I try and spread stuff out over multiple different wallets for that reason and multiple different hardware devices. So for nodes, I would definitely be putting full nodes on separate wallets for that reason.
So Nathan, if for Odie, or like if we have multiple light nodes, and you have them in separate wallets, can you still run them all on the same server, or do you need to, if you separate them, do you need to put them on different?
Yeah, really, I assume that you can still do that, like on the same one. It's gonna be, again, a lot of this stuff is like that whole software piece. Like we have no idea how they're gonna set that up, because that question's been asked before, and it's just. The assumption is that it doesn't. You should be able to configure the software to run it on the same instance of Linux, and then bring in all the different wallet addresses. But the software has to be able to support that as well, and you'd be able to run those commands. And just don't know that, so we have to wait.
Okay.
Good question, though. I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
I hope you can.
What do I get? Yeah.
To answer Gia's question, I don't think anybody else up here wants to walk on their hands and be weird like me. But my buddy Bobby walks on his hands, and we're going to be doing some handstand battles in Dubai. And hopefully he can be my +1 on the yacht, and we will do a live handstand battle at the yacht party. On the yacht.
Oh, God.
I'll be watching.
You guys need to take video
filming.
pictures and share.
Greek's going to be performing. Greek's going to try it at least once.
Well, you guys heard Brian. He says he can beat me, so I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's do it. Brian, if you're watching, I got you.
You know he's watching.
Who's going to Dubai here?
I'm not.
I was close.
Me, Odie.
Oh yeah, easy. You were close.
Just the top 3.
Nathan's going
three,
to.
right?
Nathan, you're going to.
Yeah,
Dubai,
I booked, man. I'm there.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
good. I can ask all my node questions there.
I know, man.
Good.
Yeah.
So who's going to be taking pictures and texting us all the pictures that we're not sharing to the world? I want to see those.
I'll be live like
Greek,
70%
just turn
of
it
the
into
time.
like the Truman Show, but do it like the Greek show and just go live the whole even you, well, maybe not sleeping, but just the whole 24/7.
Whenever Prado's live, you'll see me next to him, and we'll be live together, and you guys will be like, I'm sick of you two already.
Greek brushing his teeth.
I think I
Greek-
knew how to do a handstand, Greek. You and Pride, we're gonna work on some handstands in Dubai.
The Greeks will have a GoPro on his head at the whole time.
I don't own a girl. Man, another thing now I want to buy now because of you.
A GoPro. I can see Greek walking around with his tripod.
I need an external battery. That's the next thing I need for my phone so I can.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. Yeah, those things are absolutely necessary. I'm sure we're not going to have anywhere we can plug them in while we're at the expo or any of the other things we're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
I beg to differ.
Okay,
I
Nathan.
bet that there's plenty of places for you to plug in your phone while you're at the expo.
I don't know, man. It looks like it's like a huge auditorium with a bunch of fold up chairs and stuff like that.
They're gonna make it happen, bro. I can almost guarantee it that you're gonna have power.
Do we need the
I got my
adapters?
batteries
You're
anyway.
gonna be at a Safuu big glorious podium that's lit up with screens on them, right? Or no?
What's that?
Well, no, because do we get there? I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know. That station looks pretty high tech to not have any electricity.
Yeah.
Poodles, are you going to Dubai?
I wish I was, bro.
No.
All right. Sam says Nathan B from your YouTube performance testing video was Azure and Cadavo. What do you prioritize based on the diagnostics you ran?
Yeah, the performance testing, yeah, pretty even. I mean, that was part of the objective of the video, is to just to see whether like an $18 cost is the same as a $90 cost, or Azure's like, I think $111 per month. So it was pretty even. I mean, that, Cantabo, man, I'm pretty close myself to even, excuse me, picking that as well. I mean, thinking about it, at least at the start. So they all performed pretty well. Nothing stood out. So I would have to say pretty even. And then it comes back to costs, really. I mean, what else are you going to go on?
I think, especially if you got light nodes, I think Catabo is definitely the way to go.
Yeah, and also like the contract that what I spoke about earlier. I mean, take that into consideration as well. Like, you got no contract with that Cantabo. There's also been a lot of people in the community that have reached out to me and say, "Oh, I've run that in this business, and we've had no issues."
Good.
Another concern I got was what's going on in Europe as we go into winter, and there's some energy crisis there because it's a German company. That might be of concern, but they're actually got data centers here in the US. So I kind of dismiss that as a huge issue, even though the headquarters was in Europe, in Germany. They've been around since like 2001, 2003 maybe, Cantabo. So it's like, not like they're 12, 24-month-old company. So I have no concerns with that, running it with them. So,
all right, I got another question, Nathan. Can you run a full node and 5 light nodes in one virtual machine, or would it be better to have separate virtual machine for full and light nodes?
Yeah, definitely separate for the full and 5. I mean, I would even consider 5 being the same as like a 1 full, you could say. So yeah, definitely separate. I've had questions like, can I run like 6 on 1 or even 10 on 1? And yeah, I think that's pushing it, but then it's going to come back to the software as well. Mm-hmm. If it allows you to bring up those extra instances of the different wallet to run, the software in parallel on that operating system. I don't know, but I probably wouldn't be doing that. So the answer to that is no. Separate your 5 and your 1.
Okay. Crypto Easy is out.
He's like Batman, just.
Well, you got to jump out of here, too, guys. But it's great being on the channel with you. Thank you for having me, Pride.
No problem.
Go ahead. Thanks, Kev.
Sick, Kevin.
Yeah.
Good night.
Okay. Thanks for all you do.
Yes,
you too. Love this group.
Please sub to everybody. Sub to Kevin. Sub to Curtis channel. Nathan B. Odinato, the Greek, Legendary Eds, and of course myself.
Do not sub to me.
I'm not.
Hey, Crypto Pride. I got a question for you. I saw the video when you found out that you're going to Dubai, and y'all may have already talked about this. I was out last week, but what did you think when that happened? I mean, we saw it, but I mean, that just had to be.
I know. I mean, it's crazy because I've been telling everybody for, like I said, since the original Dubai competition started, that I was going to Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
The first day that actually the competition started, I marked it on my calendar at work to take off that whole week. It's been on the calendar ever since, and I just knew I was going. This is a crazy feeling, but I just knew I was going to go.
Right.
I know it sounds crazy, but I just kind of I really manifested.
And you already had your passport ready to go?
I had a passport already, and it was expired. And as soon as the Dubai, the original Dubai competition was launched, I went and got my passport, renewed. Just in case, I gotta get my passport renewed because I know I'm going. I gotta get it and everything. And I got my passport. It's crazy. I got my passport the day that they announced the competition winners.
No way.
The original ones.
Yeah.
So once they announced the winner, I was like, oh, I didn't win. And then once the banner scroll dropped out, I was like, oh man, this is divine intervention.
Hey, and who was it in the background videotaping? Because it sounded like,
that's my son.
If y'all haven't seen it, it's pretty funny. It's really cute. It's really, I guess cute's not a manly thing to say. It's really a great video to see how excited you were. And I could hear, I think it was your son in the background. Yeah. Everybody was yelling. So it's pretty cool. I love good things happening to good people. So that's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Sure. Everybody's happy, man. And
some of us, I wish you held the phone. You guys held the phone or recorded it a little bit longer.
Oh yeah, because I jumped on the beds, and my wife was like,
"Well, we wanted to see that. It would have been gold."
Dude, my wife was like, "What the hell's going on? What the hell's going on?" She had no clue. You thought something had happened. It's like, man,
that would have been the best.
That's awesome. Hey guys, I hate to drop out, but I got family downstairs. My wife's birthday.
Great talking to you.
It's great seeing you guys. Love all of you. Great family.
Great to see you.
See y'all.
Take care.
Yeah,
peace out.
You guys got any more questions? Or we can wrap it up. It's up to you guys. It's an hour. People are checking out. I don't know. It's up to you guys. What's up?
I'm good.
You good?
Final
just been a slow day for news. We're just kind of in their holding pattern. That's what
no
Safuu's
news is
doing
good
right now.
news.
I can go 5 more hours, man. I'm at work.
Just me and my dog, like typical Friday night. So I'm game to go whenever. But yeah, this has been good today. Seeing the price stability and just I've been this past week I've added 500 Safuu to my bag, so it's been very good for me. And then now I'm realizing I have to buy stuff for Dubai, and now I have no money because I purchased Safuu. So it's great.
Well, I bought 2 light nodes this week, so y'all know where my money is at.
When did you do that? What?
I bought one earlier last week, was it?
Yeah.
And I bought one today.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hendrix, the guy that was selling it in the chat, Hendrix.
Yes, I bought it from Hendrix.
Yeah, I remember when I put it in the chat. I was like, yo, this guy Hendrix just put it in the main chat. He's selling 2 light nodes. Somebody hop on that.
Right. So
sick.
I still want to get at least one more, so we'll see.
So we do have Riley Freeman asking what we think Plan B's announcement is. I know I did the worst detective work in the history of the world yesterday. But,
Never.
Why you say it was the worst detective work?
Never.
I took the word swish and took the homepage where the guy's shooting a basket, and I go swish, boom, Mercurio, done.
Well, in America, that's what we would take it for.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? I'm throwing this out there because I seen this somewhere. Safuu and Safuu X being listed on Coinbase.
Yeah, I've also people have said they're saying that because it's on Coinbase now. It's searchable. It's been searchable for a few months, and actually, I don't see it at this time.
Yeah. I got thoughts on that because there's a lot of stuff that's searchable on Coinbase. You can even buy, but you can't move it off of Coinbase. Polygon, there's stuff that you can get on their exchange, but you can't send it to another wallet. I made that mistake a couple times months and months ago, and I was trying to figure that out with Coinbase, and I was like, "What do you mean I can buy it, but I can't send it to my?"
It's not tradable and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I've
"Why
never
even
had that problem?" Honestly, I send things out of my Coinbase account like regularly.
Oh yes, but there's certain coins that you can't.
Yeah, AVAX the only thing.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Because I send stuff out of there too, but it's stuff that will actually go. So,
Yeah, like
but
your
there's
regular,
certain-
your Ethereum, your
Yeah.
Bitcoin. You know,
Yeah.
see, being from New York, I have like a huge disadvantage over everybody else. I can't get BNB from any exchange in New York, so I have to send money or Ethereum to a family member that lives outside of New York and have them send me BNB. The struggle is real.
Wow.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'll be
'cause
happy to help you out for a small fee.
Binance doesn't. Coinbase, no BNB. Gemini, no BNB. For New
Yeah.
Yorkers, at least. What else can I get BNB? You can't get BNB in New York unless you do it the way I said.
I read all about that, Poodles. Yeah. My guess is it's because of the New York Stock Exchange and they don't want that competition. I mean, I don't know. That's just my take on it. But
What
it's
competition? They have every
coincidental.
other token you're allowed to get in New York except for BNB. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's just like in America, we're all screwed hard on Binance. So we don't get Binance.com anymore because that changed almost a year ago, right? I was using Binance.com to do all my BSC stuff, and that was my favorite. And then when we all got screwed last year and we had to go with Binance.us, it might as well not even be a website because it's painful to use. You can't do hardly anything you can with Binance.com. And then when you find, like you're looking on the internet, you're looking on YouTube for some how-tos for, Binance.us, you search for .us and everything is somebody outside the US that says, yeah, this is how you do it on Binance. Or you go into a forum, you say, yeah, I'm using Binance.us, blah, blah, blah. I've done it before. And then all the answers that come back are, oh yeah, you just go and do this. And I'm like, no, I said Binance.us. And they go, oh,
Exactly.
sorry. And it's like, yeah, I wish they just had a totally different name because it's just beyond aggravating. Yeah.
What is this? I never heard of Paxful and Safe Fellow using Swish payment. Is that name of a on-ramp? Something?
I've never heard of it. Also, somebody
is also great, but not for New Yorkers.
Right.
Yeah.
New Yorkers can't. You could get. Man, I wish New York. And I don't understand it because New York, my significant other, her father works for the fire department in New York, and they have an option where they could get paid in cryptocurrency.
Oh wow!
Or
cool.
in a regular paycheck, and that's the New York City Fire Department.
Wow, a government agency doing that? That says a lot because I work for one, and that'll never happen over here.
I remember that. And
I mean, New York is good for crypto, but only good for the crypto that benefits New York.
Yeah, I saw that they even had like some laws or something regarding mining, right? Like clean mining or something. Like they weren't allowing miners to mine in the city, something like that.
Have
and
you
I'm
guys
not
heard
sure if
about
that's in effect yet. They were just talking about it at Thanksgiving, saying that I think that there's going to be an option in this upcoming year, 2023, for the fire department to get their paychecks in cryptocurrency.
Well, I'll tell you what. How about we fix our U.S. problems and we all just move to Wyoming? Have you guys read about that? They're trying to be the most crypto-friendly state, and I think it's North Dakota is trying to beat them to it. And so they're trying to pass they're passing all kinds of laws in there at the state level to allow people to try to bring in crypto investment and make life easier for U.S. citizens. But I don't know how far that'll extend, but it's interesting news. They're trying to be basically like, how Delaware, the state of Delaware, is where lots of companies incorporate and stuff because they can some taxes and stuff. It's cheaper to incorporate in Delaware. So they're trying to do that. Yeah.
They have a bike night in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Hey Nathan, are you going to Dubai by yourself?
Yeah.
Just specifically go to the conference?
Yeah, but there's a few of us from kind of the the legend, I guess, tier. There's our largest investor, I guess, below Brian, is coming. So, and yeah, and there's another I think Mr. No Fear is coming as well. So I think we all have the same hotel. So yeah, there's a few of us coming. Sort of, yeah. But I'm only going to be for the first crypto expo, and then I think I leave on the Sunday, the 9th. When is the yacht party?
7th.
On the 7th?
Yeah, Friday the 7th.
Okay, that's Friday. Okay.
So all of us have free morning Friday the 7th, and the 8th a totally free day.
Yeah.
So if you want to tour the city with us,
Yeah, we're gonna visit the what we doing, Greek? The Burj
Doing the
Khalifa?
museum.
The museum.
Burj is on the 7th morning.
Yeah.
On the 8th, we're going to the Museum of the Future. Then we're going to the Dubai frame. Sorry. Then we're gonna see what we can fit in there after the frame before we do dinner in the sky at 175 feet in the air, which I'm gonna be terrified. But Odie convinced me to do it.
I got you, man.
Do it. Do it.
So I went to Dubai like probably more than 10 years ago now. Cool place, crazy. It's, nothing like here in the States, I guess. It's just a surreal place. But with that Burj Khalifa, what I did, I didn't have much time, but I still recommend it, even if I was going to go up again. Excuse me, is you can, at that time you could pay extra. I don't remember how much it was, but you pay extra to beat the queue. All right, so I paid the money because I didn't have much time, but instead of waiting in a long queue to get up there, you just go straight in and they just take you up the elevator and you're like...
They have set times now, so we already purchased tickets at a certain time.
Gotcha, that's what they do. What about the indoor skiing? Maybe you're going to do that? The skiing, snowboarding place?
I'm not going there, although I was thinking that would be cool, but we didn't have time. But I am going to be going sandboarding on the dunes.
That would be cool.
But that indoor ski place is insane. I've seen on videos of it and just looks insane.
Yeah, it's like 100 degrees outside. It's like you like go in, and it's like snow, and you're like, wait, what? And then you leave, and you're in shorts and flip flops again. It's like, what's going on? It's a cool place.
To a gentleman's club.
I'm working on that.
Do they even have gentlemen's clubs?
I don't think they have that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think
The
so.
Greek surprise.
And Nathan, I'm going to be breaking in the Burj properly because I'm doing a handstand on the observation deck on the whatever floor it is, 125 or whatever.
140. That elevator that goes up, man, it's crazy how quick that thing just scoots up. But it's a cool place. It's crazy. Just everything's big and
I think Odie's going to get kicked out of Dubai. You're going to piss somebody off, Odie.
I'm going to wear a Crypto Pride mask and a Crypto Pride limited edition shirt. And then they I said, oh, it's him.
I'm serious about the gentleman's club thing. I don't think they have them out there. That's a Muslim country.
Yeah, they don't have.
You're not even allowed.
I was in the military, man. I've been to Muslim countries. There's no gentleman clubs.
Yeah, I think you can drink in some places now. There's some licensing thing, but I mean, years ago, I don't think you could even get alcohol there. Really, just sort of go to a bar or whatever. I just didn't think that existed. I think it does now. I heard, but I might be wrong. But
it does, but you can't be like public intoxicated. It's like you can't drink in public too. Right. It's like certain spots you can drink.
Yeah,
I don't drink anyway.
This
so
calls for a bottle of champagne. There has to be a bottle of champagne.
You don't drink at all, Greg?
I'm allowed 1 or 2 drinks, and then I get.
That's why you're my wingman.
I get funny.
Oh no!
Yeah, after the surgery, 1 or 2 drinks is like you guys drinking 9 or 10. So
yeah, you like me. I can't drink. I'm like 150 pounds, so I can't drink no more than 2 beers. Let's wrap it up, man. Let's wrap it up. Hour 15 minutes. No more questions. What? So I think it's been a nice live. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. Okay.
Boom.
Absolutely.
What's that, Smith? Yo,
it's a pleasure, guys. Always stay positive.
All right, guys. Let me end it.
All right.
Later. Subscribe to my channel.